Greetings from Shinjuku, where you and I are going to start a journey around Tokyo today. See, there's this train line called the Yamanote Line, and it makes a loop all the way around the city of Tokyo. Even though I've used it from time to time to get to a couple of places around the city, I've never actually taken the full Yamanote loop until today. So let's hop on the big green train and check out some of the stops along the way. Our first stop today on the Yamanote Line is in Ikebukuro. One thing I love sharing with people when I come back from Japan are KitKat bars. They are so different here. Yeah, they have the normal chocolate ones, but every season there are new flavors of KitKat that get released. And here in Ikebukuro, there is a KitKat Chocolaterie, an entire store dedicated to KitKat. And it even has flavors you can't get at any other store in Tokyo. All right, so I went to the Chocolaterie and here's my haul. I picked up two things today. First up, because it is the Halloween season, they have some special flavors that are only available right now. And so this is their Sublime Chocolate Raspberry. It's a bitter chocolate, they say. I'm just gonna open this guy up. That is really good. I'm not usually a fan of dark chocolate, but this is really, really good. And just a little hint of raspberry in there too. This has been out since July, but I have a feeling it'll probably go away as Christmas season comes around. This is the orange cocktail. Now with the orange cocktail, there are 4 of these little guys inside one box, and these are kind of like the Halloween size KitKat that we give out at home. As you can see, it's dark chocolate. It reminds me of those chocolate oranges that we used to get at Christmas time. That is really good. I've yet to actually taste the flavor of KitKat in Japan that has either left me disappointed or grossed out. A lot of them kind of sound out there every once in a while, but I have to admit, that was really good. All right, time to hop back on the Yamanote Line and get to our next destination. Our next stop on the Yamanote Line is Nippori Station. Now, I'll have to admit, the first time my friend Satoshi brought me here, I stepped off the train and I went, this looks like any other small neighborhood train platform, but behind me is one of the most coveted views in the entire city of Tokyo for train buffs. A number of trains pass by almost every minute. You can see Shinkansen, you can see the Yamanote, you can see a lot of different commuter lines all passing through at different times of the day, and it's just kind of cool to sit here for a while and watch the trains pass by. Now, not far away from Nippori Station is another reason to come and visit this neighborhood, where you can get a taste of old Tokyo. Just down the street from Nippori Station is Yanaka. And this block is pretty special because there aren't a whole lot like it left in Tokyo. A lot of low-rise buildings, and pretty much every storefront is a mom and pop shop. And what's neat about it is that most of these businesses specialize in 1 or 2 things. This is kind of like what neighborhoods in Tokyo used to be like in the 1950s. But over the course of time, the city is modernized, and so blocks like this don't exist much anymore. So on the weekends, you find hundreds of people down here packed shoulder to shoulder just to try and get a taste of something authentic, something that harkens back to an earlier time. Well, it's been fun here at Nippori Station, but it's time to head back onto the Yamanote Line and go to my next stop, and that is Ueno. I've arrived in Ueno, and not far from where I'm standing is Ueno Park. It is one of my favorite places to go here in Tokyo. On my very first trip, it was one of the first tourist sites I had a chance to check out. And a lot of times tourist sites can kind of leave you feeling like it's tourist trappy or it's something that's just kind of fake or fabricated. But the thing about Ueno Park is it's this beautiful, lush green space smack dab in the middle of the city, and frankly, it's pretty special. All right, our next stop on the Yamanote Line is in Ebisu. And this is the neighborhood most notable for Ebisu beer. This is where the brewery has called home for a number of years. And Ebisu, by the way, means God of Commerce. But as far as I'm concerned,
Kanpai.
Ebisu means delicious, delicious beer. That beer was refreshing. Seriously, Ebisu beer is one of my favorites. It's made by the same company that makes Sapporo, and both their products are really, really good. If you get a chance to taste Ebisu where you live, give it a try. Okay, one last stop now before today's tour of the Yamanote Line wraps up, and for that we're gonna go to a neighborhood that is kind of famous for a number of different reasons. Gwen Stefani sang a song about it, and on Sundays, everybody just goes crazy. Let's head off to Harajuku. All right, we've made it to the final stop of our tour on the Yamanote Line tonight, and that is in Harajuku. This is Takeshita Street, and it's a huge shopping street where people go and just kind of mill about and check out the place throughout the day. On a Sunday, it is packed wall to wall with people, a lot of them in different costumes as well. This is a big venue where people will come out and do cosplay on a weekend. What's really cool about this neighborhood, though, is it's all about fashion. So every major designer, every major label has a flagship store of some sort in this neighborhood, offering haute couture at high prices. And that's Takeshita Street. All right, that does it for our trip on the Yamanote Line today. I hope you enjoyed it. By the way, don't forget, go to gonjon.com. There you'll find all the links to me on social media. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel to make sure you get the latest videos as soon as they're released. I'm going to hop back on the train and head back to Shibuya for the rest of the night. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.